Hi, friends. It's Amanda Neely. I'm here doing a solo episode that's a bonus for you. This is content you're going to not find anywhere else, not on our YouTube channel, not in our Wealth Wisdom financial community. I wanted to give you something that I think is very important, and it's just for you. So it's just me and you here. I want to talk to my friends who are high achievers. You are like me, you're type A. You do something, you do it well, and you over prepare, you make things happen. You're a doer, you're amazing at it, might even be borderline perfectionist about it. And yet, when it comes to money, one or more of these next 5 words that I'm going to share are how you describe money: confusion, haphazard, anxiety, stress. That's an acronym if you didn't catch it, because I love acronyms. Being the high achiever that I am, it's chaos, confusion, haphazard, anxiety, overwhelm, stress. You might already be starting to feel stressed out hearing me talk about this right now. Come back, come back to me. Today, I want to help you find how to transform those words into positive, amazing things for your life. So, welcome to the Wealth Wisdom Financial Podcast, where we believe when conventional financial thinking doesn't get you where you want to go, you need wealth wisdom. Now, it's April when this bonus episode is coming out, and it is National Stress Awareness Month. Many people know they're stressed. They feel it strongly. They will tell you hands down they are stressed. But there are also a lot of people who experience stress and think it's normal. It's just part of the background of their lives. That's more my jam. I live in a city, hearing background noise all the time, feeling, always on the go, 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 doing things, making sure my to do list gets checked off. Stress is just kind of normal. Just it's like the background music, right? In my mental and emotional earbuds, just playing all the time. Now, I've done a lot of work in that area. I try to use the stress to bring some positive things into my life, but I know that it's still there. It's still real. And money plays a big role in how a lot of people experience stress. Money is a huge source of stress for people. It can cause more stress than a lot of other things, and it relates to all the other things probably that cause stress, relationships, job. You have hard conversations about money with the people in your lives. You feel, oh, I have to go spend this that I can't really afford in order to feel connected and related to this group, or my spouse and I fight about money the most, or, those kind of things. Or I have to stay in this job that's totally causing me stress because how else am I going to pay all the bills and to pay off the debt and all those things? It's real. And even if we're not aware of it all the time, it's real. And we actually have an opportunity to transform it. I've been doing that for quite a while, and it's been really great. In fact, I've developed it into a methodology, a way of doing things that works really well for me. And I've started teaching that to others over the past year or so. And I realized I need to get this to way more people. And so we created a 5-day financial centering journey. I'm going to come back to those words, financial centering. It's called Curb the Chaos. Remember that acronym? Confusion, haphazard, anxious, overwhelmed, and stressed. We're going to curb that chaos. We're going to kick it to the curb. We're going to, put it in its rightful place. We probably can't end all of it. In fact, maybe some of those things can be good. They can be transformed into good. And so we're going to talk about that. What does that look like? And so whether you join Curb the Chaos or not, which I hope you will, I wanted to give you 3 things that can be really transformative to start to find your financial grounding. Wherever you're at in life, if you feel like you need more grounding, more centering on how you feel and think about money, then these three things I think are going to help you. The first one is we need to regularly, in some way, shape, or form, prepare our minds and our hearts in advance of any kind of change or in the midst of change. We need to spend time working on our mindset, working on our emotions, meditating, praying, engaging with money in some way, shape, or form, and building kind of that muscle, building that habit so that when a great opportunity or a major crisis or somewhere in between or a mixture of both hits, we've got that muscle built. We've got that routine that gets us through it. And that can be really powerful. You can experiment, try a bunch of different things. What we're going to show you in Curb the Chaos is how we do that, what it looks like, what's our routine, what actions are we doing during that routine to make sure that we've prepared our hearts and our minds for whatever might come our way. And it is just like working out. It's a muscle, you can build it. And you can start with 1 minute, 5 minutes, whatever you have to start to build that. So experiment, see what that looks like for you. The second one is in order to do that kind of work to prepare your heart and mind, you have to actually create space in your calendar. You have to prepare your schedule to have that space, which again, I'm talking to you, my friends who are high achievers. You are doing, doing, doing. It can feel really difficult, if not nearly impossible, to create that space. But again, remember, we're talking about 1 minute, 5 minutes, something really easy to start to prepare your heart and your mind to even think about money for a little bit of time, to check balances in an intentional way, something like that. And for some people, that might be incorporated into your morning routine. I know a lot of you high achievers like me, we have a morning routine, fitting it into that. Or maybe if you're a night owl, it's your nighttime. Maybe if you're in the middle of the day kind of person, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe it's part of another activity that you do that you incorporate thinking, dreaming, feeling around money during that. So you have to figure out how you're going to prepare your mind and your heart, but then you have to make sure your schedule, your calendar is ready to do that. And then this last one's going to sound really weird. Let me couch it in this kind of framing. I love going to yoga classes. Now, I could do yoga at home. I even sometimes have a standing desk at work. I'm doing yoga underneath the desk. Nobody can see me, moving my legs into different poses. But what I love about going to a yoga class is I learn new poses, new postures. I learn a new sequence of how those things can come to be that transform my body, my mind, help me feel different things, all of that. And the teacher will also, maybe she's got a pose and she says, well, here's how you could do it differently if you want to go deeper or you want to ease up or you want to try something new. And I love that it's kind of everybody's doing the same thing, but we're making it our own at the same time to make sure that it is doing what our body needs in that moment. Now, if there were a financial yoga class, what would that look like? I've been dreaming of this for months, and where I'm at right now is that what you kind of can do to prepare your mind and your heart, you can totally do that in the comfort of your own home, at your desk at work, on a walk through nature. Sure, great, love it. Wherever it fits into your schedule, you put it in there, you make it happen. But how cool would it be to have a place where you can go where people are doing it together? There's a facilitator who's bringing different questions to ponder, different ways to look at things. Takes that question and says, if you want to go a modification of it, here's what it could look like. And everybody's doing it together, but they're all doing something uniquely their own that's best for their own financial journeys. How cool is that? So that's what Curb the Chaos is. This 5-day financial centering journey is kind of like a yoga class for your money where you can come, be with other people, and do this, preparing your heart and your mind, thinking through questions, meditating, centering, praying, dreaming, whatever you want to call it. And we've carved out that time in our schedules to facilitate it and that group setting. Now, just like a lot of yoga classes over the last 3 years, we will be recording and putting it out there on the internet so that people can watch it later if they're not able to attend live. So you're welcome to do that. Of course, the people that attend live will get the most out of it. We'll get to ask feedback, send private messages to me or talk in the chat. It's all going to be on Zoom. So very easy to do that together. Again, you don't have to come and join that. You can, do all this on your own with preparing your heart and mind, creating that kind of routine. You can make sure you've got the space in your calendar to do that. You could find all kinds of fun financial questions out there on the Googles, see how they, fit with you. It's something anybody can do. And that's part of what I wanted to let you know is that you can do money. You can accomplish things. You don't have to always be wondering, do I have to do it perfectly? It can be messy. And I actually want to give you permission to embrace a little bit of that mess because that's where you find the rock, the grounding that you can stand on. And we're going to help people kind of transform that messiness, that chaos into that centering, that grounding that then they can work out of. It's still going to be messy, but when you've got that internal grounding, where you want to go, what you want your money to be doing for you. It's a lot easier to work out from there, pun intended. So here's my invitation. Join Curb the Chaos, this 5-day financial centering journey. It's totally free. We're starting April 10th. So when you get this episode, you want to go to the link in the show notes, join us ASAP so that you get locked in. You can join live if you're able to. It's going to be starting April 10th. That's a Monday. And it goes for 5 days at 2:30 Eastern, which is 1:30 Central, 12:30 Mountain, and 11:30 a.m. Pacific time for 5 days. So it might be part of your lunch break. It might be a nice break in the middle of your day to find that financial grounding and calm that stress and move forward. So you're invited. Hope that you will join us. And again, hopefully the recordings all work and you could watch the recordings later if you would prefer that. I'm going to put the link in the episode show notes and would love to have you join us there. I think we're going to have a lot of fun together. And all of this is actually taking place in our Wealth Wisdom financial community. Just been going for about a year now. This is part of us celebrating a year of doing financial community stuff together. And this is kind of the culmination of what we've been developing over the last year. So it's the perfect time to join the Wealth Wisdom financial community to go through this 5-day journey and also get access to all the other things that we have within the community as well. I publish a Millionaire Monday post within the community every Monday. That's mindset. How would a millionaire think about X, Y, or Z? It's often a follow up to our Friday podcast episode to go a little deeper, see it from a different point of view. So you'd get access to that, as well as what we call the lounge, where you can share things. You can ask a question. You can get access to community-wide events like this 5-day journey, as well as all kinds of other things, that people have posted over the last year and more. And then there's also a premium side to the membership that you can find out about when you're in the Wealth Wisdom financial community. Look around, see what interests you. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for checking out this bonus episode. Look forward to seeing you in the Wealth Wisdom financial community for Curb the Chaos, a 5-day financial centering journey. We hope you live long and profit, and never forget that there is a still, calm financial journey waiting for you. You just have to reach out and grab it. The topics presented in this podcast are for general information only and not for the purposes of providing legal, accounting, or investment advice on such matters. Please consult a professional who knows your specific situation.